Hello everybody. At this time we are talking about marginal cost pricing. Marginal cost pricing is a pricing strategy where a product or service is priced based on the costs incurred to produce one additional unit. This approach aims to set the price at or just above the marginal cost, which is the additional cost of producing one more unit of a product. The primary goal of this strategy is to maximize sales volume and cover variable costs while contributing to fixed costs and overall profits. This strategy is most effective when a company has excess production capacity and aims to utilize this capacity to generate additional revenue without significant additional investment. By pricing products at their marginal cost, companies can attract price-sensitive customers, gain a competitive edge, and potentially increase market share. It can also be a short-term tactic used to fend off competition or clear out excess inventory. And then we move to advantages of marginal cost pricing. The first advantage increases profits. There will be customers who are extremely sensitive to prices. This group might not otherwise buy from a company unless it were willing to engage in marginal cost pricing. If so, a company can earn some incremental profits from these customers. And then the second, increase sales of accessories. If customers are willing to buy product accessories or services at a robust margin, it may make sense to use marginal cost pricing to sell a product on an ongoing basis and then earn profits from these later sales. Third, gain entry to markets. If a company is willing to forego profits in the short term, it can use marginal cost pricing to gain entry into a market. However, it is more likely to urge the more price-sensitive customers by doing so, who are more inclined to leave it if price points increase. And then we move to the challenges of marginal cost pricing. The first, fixed cost recovery. In industries with high fixed costs, such as utilities, setting prices equal to a marginal cost may not cover total costs, including fixed costs. This can lead to financial losses for firms or company. And then the second, implementation complexity. Calculating and implementing marginal cost pricing can be complex, especially in industries with variable production processes and costs. And then the third, price volatility. Marginal costs can fluctuate with changes in production levels and input prices, leading to price volatility that can be challenging for both producers and consumers. And then the limitations of marginal cost pricing. The first, this policy is useful only in the short period and does not provide a long-run stable, especially a long-run stable price policy. And then the second, it may lead to frequent price changes which are not liked by the consumers. The buyers prefer stable prices and not erratic price fluctuations. Third, under increasing cost conditions, it may lead to higher price, and under decreasing cost conditions, it will lead to lower price. It needs to be noted that the marginal cost pricing provides the upper and lower limits of prices, whereas full cost pricing clings to the middle points. In fact, while fixing the price, both the theories should be taken into account as both the systems of pricing reinforce each other. And then, why is marginal cost pricing important? Marginal cost pricing is important for several reasons, such as the first reason, it helps to achieve allocative efficiency, which means that the resources are located in a way that maximizes the social welfare. When the price is equal to the marginal cost, it reflects the true value of the product or service to the society and the opportunity cost of using the resources. This ensures that there is no overproduction or underproduction of the product or service, and that the consumers and producers are both better off. And then the second, it helps to encourage innovation and improve quality. When the price is set at the marginal cost, it creates an incentive for the firm to reduce its costs and increase its efficiency by adopting new technologies and methods. This also leads to better quality products or services that meet the needs and preferences of the consumers. And then the third, it helps to increase competitiveness and prevent monopoly power. When the price is set at the marginal cost, it eliminates any excess profits or losses for the firm and creates a level playing field for all the competitors. This prevents any firm from dominating the market and exploiting the consumers by charging higher prices than the marginal cost. And then we move on the applications of marginal cost pricing. The first, public utilities. In sectors like electricity, water, and public transportations, marginal cost pricing can ensure that prices reflect the cost of the providing additional service, promoting efficient wage and usage and investment. And then the second, transportation. Airlines and rail companies can apply marginal cost pricing to optimize ticket prices, ensuring that the cost of adding an additional passenger is covered. And then the third, telecommunications. Telecom companies may use marginal cost pricing for services like data and call rates to reflect the cost of providing additional bandwidth or call time. And then we move to the role of marginal cost in market dynamics. The first role, price setting. In a protective, competitive market, firms are price takers, meaning they have no power to influence the price of their goods. They typically set prices equal to the marginal cost, which is also equal to the market price. This ensures that they are covering the cost of production for the last unit produced and can continue to operate without incurring losses. And then the second, regulatory implications. Regulators may use marginal cost consideration when setting price caps for utilities or services to ensure that prices are fair for consumers while allowing firms to cover their costs and earn a reasonable profit. And then third, profit maximization. For a firm in any market structure, the point where marginal cost equal marginal revenue is where profit is maximized. This is because any additional unit produced would cost more than it would return in revenue, thus reducing overall profit. I think it is enough. Thanks for watching.